On May 30, 2025, what was supposed to be a routine custody visit turned into one of the most chilling disappearances in recent Washington state history. That evening, three young sisters, Peyton, age 9, Evelyn, age 8, and Olivia, age 5, were picked up by their father, Travis Decker, for a scheduled visit. They were never returned. Tonight, we trace the grim trail of evidence, of a manhunt, a crime scene, and the remains found months later that may bring answers. This is the Travis Decker case. Travis Caleb Decker, 32, a former U.S. Army soldier, had served in Afghanistan and carried training in navigation and wilderness survival. He lived in Wenatchee, Washington, and shared custody of his three daughters with his ex-wife, Whitney Decker. The family had divorced, but for a time communications and visits appeared to be going according to their court-ordered plan. According to court documents, in the months leading up to the disappearance, Whitney had expressed concern about Travis's mental health, his housing instability, and his increasing difficulty in maintaining stability. She had even filed to modify visitation rights based on those concerns.
Don't forget to share and subscribe to our channel.
That fateful evening of May 30, 2025, Travis Decker picked up his daughters at around 5 p.m. for the planned visit. He was expected to bring them back 3 hours later, by 8 p.m. When he failed to return them on schedule, Whitney became concerned. She tried reaching him, but his phone went to voicemail. This was unusual. Something about the delay, lack of communication, triggered alarm bells. On May 31, an endangered missing person alert was activated. Authorities began to search. Then came June 2. A sheriff's deputy located an abandoned white 2017 GMC Sierra pickup truck near Rock Island Campground, in the Cascade Mountains, west of Leavenworth. It belonged to Decker. Nearby, down an embankment, authorities found the lifeless bodies of Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia. The scene was horrifying. Their wrists were bound with zip ties, plastic bags had been placed over their heads. The medical examiner ruled the cause of death as suffocation. The manner, homicide. Inside or around the truck, a bloody fingerprint on the tailgate, a wallet, personal items. Also, blood found on the scene belonging to a male. What followed was an intensive manhunt. Local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, search teams on foot, by air, K-9 units, volunteers, scoured remote mountainous terrain. Investigators found troubling digital footprints, searches made from Decker's online accounts about how to move to Canada, jobs in Canada, possibly indicating plans to flee. Whitney Decker and others raised concerns over his mental health worsening. The remote nature of the area, Decker's survival skills from his Army days, off-grid experience, all complicated efforts to track him. On September 18 to 19, 2025, after more than 3 months, human remains believed to be those of Travis Decker were discovered in a remote wooded area south of Leavenworth. Authorities say the remains were in severe decomposition, scattered, possibly disturbed by wildlife. Some clothing reportedly matched what he had been wearing when last seen. But DNA confirmation is still pending. This case raises many questions. What was the motive? Why did Decker allegedly kill his children? Were there warning signs that might have prevented the tragedy? The presence of male blood at the site, the zip ties and plastic bags, the abandoned truck, all strongly connect Decker as the prime and only suspect. As officials have stated, they believe there are no other suspects. Whitney's concerns about Decker's mental health had been documented. Did the system fail to intervene? Custody rights, visitation, oversight, these are now under scrutiny. Also, why wasn't an Amber Alert issued immediately? The fact that a parent was involved complicated the criteria. If remains are confirmed to be Travis Decker's, it may conclude the physical manhunt, but the legal, emotional, and moral repercussions will continue. 3 daughters are gone, a family shattered. For the community, questions remain: how do we spot danger signs? How do we balance parental rights with child safety? And how do we ensure tragedies like this are not repeated? This case reminds us that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are those we think we know. Thank you for listening. If you have any information related to this case, contact Washington law enforcement. And to Whitney Decker, may justice find you strength, and may the memory of Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia be peace.